Hello, viewers. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Alexis. Welcome to Legit KidLit, a YouTube series that features the silly side of KidLit authors and illustrators.
And I'm PJ McIlvaine, a very prolific KidLit author.
What are some of the books that you've written, PJ?
Well, I've had 2 picture books published, Little Lena and the Big Table, with illustrations by Leela Nabi. And then I have Dragon Roar, which is another story in and of itself. But that was my second picture book, and the illustrations were done by Logan Rogers. And now I have a new book. And in my debut middle grade supernatural historical, which is called Violet York, Gilded Girl, Ghost in the Closet. And it's available for pre-order right now on Amazon Kindle.
Oh my goodness. Supernatural historical sounds really cool.
Thank you. It's set in the Gilded Age, and if you're watching the Gilded Age on HBO, this would be right up your alley.
Oh, very cool. Well, we are going to play a game, and we're going to ask you to pick a number between 1 and 30 and answer the questions on there. So let me get us set up. Are you ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
There might be some dares in here too. Yeah. So I hope you're feeling brave today.
Well,
All right.
I got my big girl pants on.
Pick a number between 1 and 30.
15.
All right. 15. What would you like a fortune cookie to tell you?
Get an agent, sell book, buy house.
I love it. All right. Oh, hold on.
I pick another number?
Yes.
Okay. How about 25?
Okay.
Favorite kids movie
25
or
is favorite.
TV show. Well, when I was a kid, my favorite TV show, I would have to say there were 2, The Monkees and Star Trek. I'm a big sci-fi fan, and the Monkees a big pop fan as well. So I'd have to say those were 2 of my favorite TV shows. A favorite kids movie, honestly, it would be To Kill a Mockingbird. Loved that movie. Loved Gregory Peck. My father was absentee. My parents got divorced, so I looked at Gregory Peck like a father figure.
Do you like the new Star Trek movies?
You know, there were so many of them, I basically lost track. But the first couple of ones, like The Wrath of Khan, yes, I did like. But I think the universe expanded so much. I think the last one I watched was Picard. But like I said, it's like the Marvel universe. I mean, you really can't even. It's so expanding. You can't keep track of everything.
It really is really hard.
It is. It's hard. Even my kids, like Ant-Man came on last night in a commercial. I'm like, who's Ant-Man?
Who's Ant-Man? Yeah. All right, pick another number.
30. Let's say 30.
All right.
I absolutely believe the lost city of Atlantis is real. I'm a firm believer in that, and nothing you can say or do will dissuade me. Next number, let's say 12. This one food in particular I hate is stuffed cabbage. I have tried to make it, and my mother tried to make it several times, because you always see the Pinterest recipe and it looks so nice and so tasty. And then I make it and it's gross. No one will eat it. It's a slimy mess, and we end up throwing the whole thing out in the garbage. So that is one thing I've learned. Do not make stuffed cabbage.
Oh my goodness. Tiffany, what's your least favorite food? What food do you hate?
I've never had it, but I've always thought that like liver and onions sounded really gross.
My
You know,
mom
I
loves
tried
that.
liver and onions once. It was okay. Again, not on my top 10 list, but stuffed cabbage.
Do you like sauerkraut?
I love sauerkraut.
Oh,
Love
okay. So
sauerkraut on Reuben. I love it on hot dogs, but there's
yeah,
just some,
not
maybe
stuffed
I'm
cabbage.
not,
Yeah.
maybe it's the recipe I'm following, but it just doesn't turn out right. Doesn't look anything like the Pinterest recipes, that's for sure.
They never do.
Nope, nope, nope.
Oh my goodness. All right, what's your next number?
Number 8.
All right. Ooh.
My hidden talent. I think my hidden talent, well, it's not so hidden, but I love to bake. I like baking. I mean, I like to cook, but I love to bake. And my kids can tell you if I have butter on hand and brown sugar and everything. Usually I bake a couple of times a week. Cookies, cakes, coffee cakes. I make pizza dough. I really love to bake. Cooking, like I said, I do. I make sure we have a good dinner every night, homemade, most of the, except when it's something going on and we have to take out. But yeah, I love to bake. So if in another life, I firmly believe I was a great baker of Europe.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, in another life, yes, for the kings and queens of France and England, yes, I think I was in another life.
Should
What
go on
about
the
you?
great.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Oh. Do I have a hidden talent? Okay. A hidden talent? I don't hide too much. Like I feel like I'm pretty transparent. A talent, let's see. Oh my gosh, Tiffany, do you have one while I'm thinking?
Most people nowadays don't know that I used to sing and play guitar. So that would be like kind of a hidden talent for people that know me nowadays. But like back in the day, everybody knows that that was what I did. But
Yeah,
so
and
yeah.
you like traveled and played, right?
Oh, well, one thing I did too when I was a kid, we had a garage band and I was the drummer. With my brother, the kids in the neighborhood, we would go into the garage and yeah, we would rock out on
Yeah, so
Saturday afternoons. Yep.
you guys need to make a little band. I am not
Started a union band for a band that never was.
I am not musically inclined at all, so that's not my hidden talent.
But in those days, everybody was in a garage band, even if you just had a tambourine. Yeah, that was the thing.
That's really cool. Yeah, I can't think of a talent for me. I feel like I'm really good at finishing people's sentences and knowing what they're feeling. I'm kind of like intuitive.
Okay.
Empath? Maybe like an empath?
Could you be psychic?
Sometimes I feel like I am. Like I know. I don't know. I'm pretty good at reading people. All right. What's up next?
Okay, how about number 19?
19. Are you able to take us on a tour?
I can't take you
You
to the
can't?
No, because I'm upstairs and it's downstairs, so no. But if I did take you into my fridge, you would find orange juice, milk, some cookie batter, taco makings, the usual stuff, and fruit, a lot of fruit. But the most interesting part is the freezer. I've got like 20 different kinds of ice cream.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Oh, I am serious. I am a serious ice cream maven addict. My kids are always after me. Mom, you buy too much ice cream. But yeah, that's my secret weakness. If kryptonite is to Superman, then ice cream is to me, but I love it.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm very picky with my ice cream. I just don't like every flavor. My all-time flavor is vanilla, bar none. That's the best. Then after that would probably be cookies and cream. Yeah, but very serious.
Tiffany,
I have been known to throw out completely good ice cream if it doesn't meet my standards.
Wow.
My favorite ice cream, it's usually if there's like a vanilla base with peanut butter swirl in it. That's really
that's a good one.
I have to go for that.
I also like to have
How
a
about
crunch
you, Alexis?
factor. So I'll put
Yeah.
nuts and little bits in it too. Yes, I like that.
Yep, I like to have a little texture with mine. Although I like
Yep.
to make it a soup. I like to swirl it and melt it
Yes.
until it's a soup.
Yep. Yep.
Or like
And of
almost
course, being
soup.
on Long Island, New York, we love our Carvel. You know that every birthday we have to get an ice cream cake.
Oh, yes. I would say anything with peanut butter. Or cookie dough. I love
Yep.
cookie dough. Yep. All right, what's your next
Who
question? Or what's your
doesn't love
next
cookie
number?
dough?
I know. I know. No
What?
one.
How about number 7?
Mm, let's talk about your
Number
book.
7?
Yeah.
Oh,
What was your
Little Lena, which I have right here. The inspiration for Little Lena was my childhood because in our house we had a kids' table and I had to sit there with my brother, who was an absolute terror. He made every meal a horror show. So I was very happy when I finally graduated to the big table. But since my brother came with me as well, he made my life miserable there too. And some of the things he would do, for example, if we had pizza, he would measure the pizza slices. And if he thought my pizza slice was bigger, he would take it from me. And if he still thought the slice was bigger, he would turn it back. So this would be a rigmarole for about 5 or 10 minutes until we finally were able to eat.
Oh my God.
Yep, that was my brother. And he would make noises and little comments and burp and, the things that little boys do when they're about 8 or 9 or 10 and they think it's funny. And since he was the only boy, uh, basically my parents and grandparents let him get away with it. And it was always, well, Patricia, he's your only brother. Let him have it. And then, since I was always so pleasing, he always got away with it. But yes, Little Lena is definitely me, my brother, and our kids' table.
Oh, I want to read that. It sounds
Next
adorable.
number?
Yeah.
Okay, 15.
We did that one. 15?
Oh, we did that one. Okay, then how
Yes.
about 13?
All right. Oh, more food talk.
We always love to talk about food. You're making me hungry.
I
Food that
know.
takes you back to childhood. Uh, there's one dish that my grandmother used to make, and I've always tried to recreate it, but I can't. I don't know if it was the cut of meat she used. She was French, and she really wasn't a great cook, but she did a lot of peasant food. And she used to make what we would call the gâteau de pomme de terre, which in literally translation is potato cake. And she would layer in a stainless steel pot with onions. She would layer potatoes, ground meat, potatoes, onions, spices, and go all the way to the top. And then she would cook it for about maybe 45 minutes or so. I have tried to recreate it and I just can't. Either the meat I'm using is not the right cut or the spices or whatever, but I wish I could be like Ratatouille and make that eggplant dish that I took one spoon and I'm transported back to when we were kids in Lake Ronkonkoma, but it never happened. So whenever I see potatoes in meat, I always think of my grandmother, but it's one recipe I can't replicate, unfortunately.
That sounds really neat. And now
I
I'm
wish,
hungry.
but gâteau de pomme de terre. If anybody knows how to make it, send me the recipe.
Yes, please. All right. Why don't we have one more question? So one more number.
Okay. Have we done 14?
Nope. Outer
Then number
sea. If
14
you
it
could.
is.
Yes. If you could go in outer
Oh boy,
space
this
or
is
on
a
the
tough
deep sea.
Well, I would have to say this would be a tough one, but I'm going to go with the deep sea. I love the water, love the ocean. I love to boat and to yacht, love swimming. Many weekends when my mother would used to take us to Smith Point, we would spend the day and we would literally never come out of the ocean. So I would have to say, and maybe in another life I was a mermaid. I've written a mermaid book, so it's very possible I had fins at some point. So I'm going to go with deep sea.
Oh, that sounds really nice. It's so cold out right now. I can't think about the sea, but I would love to have like the warm weather and the sea. That would be really nice right now.
Yes,
Thank
let's get back to the warm weather. Being on Long Island, yes.
Yes, yes. Thank you, PJ, for hanging out with us today. This has been so much fun and telling us all
Oh,
about
thank
your
you so
book.
much for having me.
Yeah. Are you doing
It's just
any
having
author
fun.
visits?
Well, a little bit tough here on Long Island. Basically, the nearest bookstore to me is at the mall, and they really haven't opened up yet to author visits, but it's certainly something I hope to explore in the future, even if we could do it virtually. I'd love to do author visits.
All right.
We're slowly getting
To-
back to normal. Slowly, but getting there.
Slowly. To all our readers, we hope you enjoyed our show and are inspired to pick up some new and amazing books. And we'll be back next week with a new author and special guest and plenty of crazy fun. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Tiffany, and we're signing out. See
Thank
ya.
you, PJ.
Bye-bye. Thank you.